Hi guys, it's Kirby. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be trying out some of the Ioni Nail Art Rhinestone Glue UV lamp required. For UV products, you can use UV or LED. UV is less efficient and takes more time. LED is more efficient, takes less time. I have looked it up online. I don't know the science behind it, but that is what it is. So we're using my little LED lamp here, which cures when you press the button for 60 seconds. I know that it is timed. I have opened this and I have tried it out on these two nails because I kind of wanted to see what it was before I did this video, because I've never used like UV cured rhinestone glue, and I was looking it up online. UV rhinestone glue for like nail art is supposed to only be able to cure or set with a UV lamp, LED lamp. I think that is obviously in the name, UV lamp required. Yeah, it does dry clear as it says, but this one was UV lamp cured and this one was just air dried, and they produced the same results. So I don't know if that's Ioni. I don't know if that's every nail art rhinestone glue, but this one in particular, I don't think necessarily requires you to glue it down. So, and we're going to go through the process to show you why I do believe that that is the case. I have some fake nails here that I have already stamped. We're just going to like place a couple rhinestones on them with this glue, and then we'll also do one on my hand. I had one here, but then I chipped it off because it was bothering me. I don't know how all of you baddies out there have rhinestones and charms and whatnot on your nails, but more power to you. It is not for me. Anyways, that is the packaging. It comes in this like kind of like aluminum-y tube, and mine was already open. I did find that having it be poured out might be a better option for you because it does kind of get everywhere. So that's what we're going to do. I have some little rhinestones, and I do have these little like star charms, so that's what we're going to use today. I also do believe that both of these are Ioni brand as well. So I'm just going to use a dotting tool, and I'm going to pick some up, place some on the nail, and we'll use that one, and then we'll use a big old rhinestone. And by big old, I mean like medium sized. Put it down here. All right, since this is the first one we're doing, we're gonna let this one air dry, and we're going to see if it holds just as well as if it would cure. So on this one, I know that they're two different charms, but they are of similar styles. We'll do that little star and 2 rhinestones. We'll do the little star on this mushroom guy down here. And then we'll do 2 rhinestones for the eyes of this Sailor Moon ghosty. No. All right, and we're going to put this under the LED lamp and cure it for 60 seconds. The directions say apply, place, cure for 1 minute, 60 seconds, fill gaps, cure for 2 minutes, done. When I was doing this on my own with these two, when I cured this, the glue was still glue. It was still like really, really wet. And usually, even if you like flash cure something underneath an LED or UV lamp, it will harden. This is like the same issue that I had with the semi-LED hardened Dollar Tree nails in my video not too long ago, is that like they weren't hardening, because when you cure something that is supposed to be cured, it will harden. And the rhinestone glue, if it is not cured, it should not stick. So like right now my tweezers are sticking, and that shouldn't happen because it's not cured. The only other light that I have coming is from my, here, let me show you if I can. This is the only light that I have on me. It's not even directly on my table. I doubt that this is powerful enough to cure the glue. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Nail techs can sound off in the comment section that like that little bit of LED from my ring light is enough to cure it, but I didn't think so. So here we just had this, cured, and see, it's not hard. It's still liquid. And again, even for 60 seconds, that should harden. So I'm not going to fill in any of the gaps. I'm just going to harden it for another 2 minutes, which is another 2 clicks. So that's 1. This is the one that we've been having air dry. And the charms are already not going anywhere. Okay, I just put my finger underneath that one. But like, the charms aren't going anywhere. The glue is already dried. Like, that was just air drying. But whenever I cured it, it was still in its like liquid glue state. It wasn't even cured. So I don't actually know if the UV lamp is required for this Ioni rhinestone glue. Again, I've never had experience with using like a UV lamp required rhinestone glue. I usually just use nail glue. One more time, because we're doing it for 2 minutes, like the back says, after you fill in the gaps. But I don't know. This doesn't really feel like it requires a UV lamp. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe other, again, nail artists, novice nail artists, Dollar Tree enthusiasts can tell me. But I don't believe that if this was actually UV lamp required, that the nail, the ones that we just let air dry, would stick on there so well. Like, if it really was UV lamp required, wouldn't I need to cure that for it to stick? Am I wrong in thinking that? I don't know. Let's try, as the instructions say, let's try filling in the gaps on the air dry one and just letting it sit. It also just smells like regular nail glue too. Again, unsure if that is like the case for actual UV or not. Okay, so I filled in the gaps. And now we're just gonna let this air dry to see if it does. That's probably gonna take more than like 30 seconds. And we're coming back to this one that I cured just for 2 minutes. And the glue is still a little tacky, but it is stuck on there, like cured. So now we're going to fill in the gaps like the instructions tell us. Ooh, that was a lot. And then we're going to cure this for 2 minutes and we'll see what happens. Okay, I don't know if you can see, we've got some drippage. The glue has dripped. And again, even at a quick cure, it shouldn't be dripping like that. I know I did use a lot, okay? I understand. I'm not ignorant of that. But we shouldn't be having drippage like that, especially after it's been under the lamp for any amount of time. So now we're going on our 2nd minute of curing. And we're dripping again. Do you see that? Do you see that drippage? Oh, God. That shouldn't happen. If it's UV cure, that shouldn't happen. All right, let's check in on our air dry one. We are having a little bit of drippage on this side, and it is still pretty liquid, but that's to be expected because of how much we used. But it's not dripping off the sides. It's still very much just staying on the nail. Let's pull this one. So this is the one that we've cured for 2 minutes. We very much have drippage on this side, which I did use a lot, so I will admit to human error on that one. We have no hardening of the product. So let's cure for another 2 minutes. Well, actually, let's clean up that drip. And let's cure for another 2 minutes. Now, let me say I'm using this little one because whenever I was experimenting before with these air dry and LED cured ones, when I tried to use my OPI lamp that only does 30 seconds, it was not hardening at all. I had to like put my hand in and out like 7 times. So this one actually did a much better job than the OPI. So yeah, you guys, I think I'm calling Ioni's bluff on this, that it isn't actually UV lamp. I don't think that a UV lamp is required for this. I don't see, oh, here, warning. Oh, that's just warning. Strong glue, gel glue for nail embellishments, that's true. Dries clear, that's also true. I don't think that the UV lamp is required. I will say that I did get some of this in my hair yesterday and it did stick everywhere and I hated that. So don't recommend that. I'm trying to look for like ingredients, but I don't see any ingredients anywhere. Oh wait, materials. Ethyl 2 cyanoacrylate polymethylmethacrylate. Maybe we should look those two up to see what those, if those two require any UV. Because from what I'm understanding or what I'm seeing, the UV ain't it. All right, so we just did another, ooh, we just did another 2 minutes. Oh no. Yep, still wet. Still wet. Still wet. So this is a total of 4 minutes currently after we filled in the gaps, and still it is not hardening. So I think that's going to tell you everything you need to know about this. And where are we at here? Still pretty wet, but it's not dripping as much, and we still have more of a tack, and it's becoming more gel-like than the one underneath the UV lamp. So I don't know if that tells you anything that you need to know, but for me, I'm going to say that the Ioni rhinestone glue UV lamp required rhinestone glue nail art is a pass. I don't think that it's honestly worth the $1.25 or $1.50 that you're going to spend on it. I think it is a nice nail glue. I think that it does stick the charms down, but the problem is that you can't seal over the charms. So then the charms are going to get stuck in your hair. It's going to get caught on things. As I said before, I did have one on my nail, but like I could not handle it, so I clipped it off. And it did stick really, really well, but again, it wasn't sealed, so it kept getting caught on my hair and my skin and my clothes, and I didn't really appreciate that and I like it. So I'm going to say that this is a thumbs down. But if you have a different experience, or maybe I'm doing something wrong or not wrong, I don't know. This is just what I'm showing you. From UV lamp to air dry, I feel like this one was air dry. This one was LED UV lamp cured. It's the same. Like they're not going anywhere. It was the same. They dry the same. It does dry clear. So again, it will adhere your rhinestones, but as far as needing a UV lamp, I don't think that's necessary. I will say though that if you are air drying, or even if you are doing the UV lamp, it kind of dries down to like a matte velvety feel, like nail glue, just like regular nail glue. It isn't like smooth at all. So I would definitely go over it with like a top coat. Yeah, we're still not cured at all. So there's that. I don't know. I will try to link this down in the description box below. If you have an actual UV lamp rhinestone nail glue that you like, please leave it down in the comment section below. Please share. We would love to know. We would love to try it out. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, give it a big old thumbs up. As always, please be sure to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. I would hate for you to miss out on any more videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys.